Welcome to this Getting Started guide to the Consolidate Files function in Airt Excel Add-in. This function allows you to pull data from many files within a folder on your computer or on the network. You can refine the filter for the consolidation to select particular data ranges, particular files, or particular sheets within those files. In this example, I'm going to consolidate budget data from a folder on my desktop. You can see the list of files here. Many of these are XLSX files, and you can see at the bottom there are several CSVs. In this example, we're going to filter out the CSVs and consolidate the rest of these files here. I've got one of these files open so you can see the type of data. So from each of these files in the folder, we want to import this data. Let's click in the file where we want to consolidate the information. Open the Airt ribbon and select Consolidate Files. Firstly, we need to choose the folder that contain the files we want to consolidate. And then click OK. This is where you select the file types to import. In this case, we're going to import anything that's an XLS file. We can choose to filter on the file names. In this case, we want to import every file that's XLS. And then within those files, we can filter on particular sheets. The add-in will import the first sheet that meets this criteria. In this case, I just want to import the first sheet in each file. We need to identify the first row that contains our data. You can see below here, row 4 is the first line of data. The first column is A. The last column you can see is N. This final data selection is identifying where the bottom of the data is positioned. In this case, the bottom of our data is in row 8. So we can identify this row 8 by finding the bottom of the data in column A. Finally, we can choose to import headings from the first file in the consolidation. So we'll do that. So it will import this row 3 with the headings. I can now click OK and the consolidation will begin. Let's maximize this to view the results. So you can see each file name, each sheet name, and then the data that was imported. Let's run this again, but importing CSV files this time. I'll open one of the files as an example so we can see what data we want to import. Okay, so the data starts in row 2. We need to import columns A to D, and we can use column A to find the bottom of the data. Again, we'll choose the folder. We'll select the types of files as CSVs. We don't need to filter out any sheets. The first row of the data is 2. And we can use column A to identify the final row. Again, import headings. So there you have that consolidation complete. Okay, let's do another consolidation for all our XLS files in that folder, but this time we'll filter particular sheets. Again, we'll choose the folder with the data. We'll import all XLS sheets. We'll import all files that are XLS's, but this time let's just pick sheets that start with letter E. Our first row of data is 4, first column A, last column was N, and we'll use column A to identify the bottom of the data within these sheets, and we'll import the headings again. So only one of the sheets matched the criteria of beginning with the letter E. Let's do one final consolidation. This time just picking up files that begin with the word line. So when we run this consolidation, we should only have consolidation from these 3 files. Again, we'll select the folder with the files to consolidate. We'll pick XLS files again. And here we select only files that begin with the word line. Row 4, column A, along to column N, and we'll find the bottom of the data in column A. Thanks for watching. Please check our other videos and download the free trial of Airt Magic.